Alright folks, today we are opening up a World of Indines Universus starter from a retro period. So this is a Jasco produced retro card. It is a Hikaru Turbo deck, so that means it's 41 cards, plus it's got rares in it. It's a air, earth, fire, and water starter. 4 symbols, very interesting. A student of geomancy, the magic of elements, who has his some elemental heritage of his own. Hikaru is a fighter who utilizes the power of the world around him to aid his strength in battle. Hikaru has joined Kaldath on his quest to save Ahimusi. Oh my god. Ahimusi from the terrible plague that has taken hold of it. With a strong sense of justice and empathy, Hikaru cannot turn down the chance to use his skills to aid those in need. Alright, let's see what we get. Does not want to open. There we are. Ah, yes. The glorious Universus back. First card's a little nicked up. Alright. Alright, so we've got Hikaru, who's a 7-hander with 17 health. Air, earth, fire, and water. Each ability on this character card may only be played once per turn. Your air attack gets +2 speed as an enhance. Your earth attack gets +2 damage. Your fire attack gains stun 1. And your water attack gets +1 to all its keyword ratings. Dang. Okay, a lot of versatility there. We also have Cadenza, who is a 5/30 on Earth, Fire, and Void. Your foundations cannot be committed by your opponent's effects. Wow, that's awesome. Can't believe that's a thing. Our 6 check. After your opponent plays a non-attack card, they discard 1 card. Also ridiculous. I wonder if... I'm hoping he was good, because that seems pretty cracked. Aerial Assault. It's a 4-diff with a 2-high block. 3 high for 4. Multiple 0 punch safe. So that means it can't be reversaled on Earth, Fire, and Water. Air E. This attack gets +1 to its multiple rating for each resource symbol it shares with your character. So right now if you play this in him, you get 3 multiple, which that alone could make this quite ridiculous. Very cool. And you get 3 copies of that. Continental Divide. It's a 4-diff, no block, 4 low for 4. Air, Earth, Fire, with a powerful 2 punch. Earth Enhance. Your next attack this turn with a printed damage of 4 gets Throw. Okay, so with a very specific number rating, you give Throw. Very cool. And Water E. This attack gets +2 speed for each momentum discarded to pay the cost of this attack's powerful. Ho! Okay. That's actually a pretty cracked finisher. Absolutely love this card. 2 copies. Got Fire Palm Fury. It's a 5-diff. It's +3 mid block. It's a +5. It's a 5-speed mid, 4 damage, charge punch. Fire E. This deck gains stun 2. Awesome. and E, water. The speed and damage of this attack are both greater than their printed values. Draw 2 cards. Yeah. Alright, so I really dig a lot of the stuff this guy's doing. There's 3 of those. Then I've got Rocket Press. 4 diff, no block. It's a +0 mid block, or mid attack, for 5 damage. On Earth, Fire, Void, it's a punch. E, your opponent just discards 1 card. Sure, it's a 2 diff, but straight up, they just discard 1 card is a interesting ability. I got 2 of those. Then we've got Seize Reach. It's a 3 diff with a +1 mid block. 2 high for 4 on Earth, Fire, Water. After you check this card to play an Earth card, that check gets +1. Not bad at all. And First Enhance. Commit your character. This attack gets +2 damage, +2 speed, and may ready 1 foundation that has not been ready this combat phase. Alright, that's pretty cool if that's going to be your last attack. Got 4 copies of that one. Alright. Then I've got Direct Hit. It's a 2 diff, 3 mid block, Earth, Fire, Water, and Earth or Fire Enhance. E, Commit. If your non-throw attack is completely blocked, it still deals 1 damage for each resource symbol it shares with your character during the damage step. Yeah, that's going to be generally 2 or 3 damage with this guy, so that's very cool. 2 copies of that. Elemental Technique. 2 diff, 3 high. His 4 symbols. E, Commit. If your attack has the Earth and Fire symbol resources, it gets +3 damage, and your character gains a resource symbol of your choice for the rest of the turn. Nice way to set up stuff that he didn't already have. 1, 2, 3, 4 of that. Then we've got Elimination Mode. 2 diff, 3 mid, Earth, Fire, Void. Response: Commit. After a player discards a card due to an effect, draw 1 card. Not bad. Usable with that Rocket Press. Then we've got Evil Imposter. It's a 2 diff, no block. On Earth and Fire only. 4 control also. R, remove. After attack is played, loses all non-keyword abilities. General useful text. We've got Game Night. 3 diff, no block. Air, Earth, Fire, unique. Earth, E, Commit. Seal 1 of your opponent's foundations. Alright, so that's not bad, but that's a lot of hoops to jump through for just seal a foundation. Heart of the Mountain. It's a 1 diff, +3 mid, 5. E on Earth, Fire, Water. E, Commit. This attack gets +2 or -2 speed. So this is one of your basic defense cards. And E, discard an Earth card. This attack gets +1 or -1 damage. Well, that's kind of mid, unless you have a way to make the discard worth it. We got 4 of those. Push the Limit. 0 diff, +3 low block. Air, Earth, Fire. After you play this card, your opponent flips 1 foundation. That's great text. While this card's in your card pool, both players' characters gain the air and water resource symbols. Interesting. I don't know how much that helps you to give your opponent that, but it does it. Then we've got Rocket Powered. 2 diff, 3 high block, Air, Fire, Void. Response: your turn, flip. After you play an attack, if your opponent has at least 3 or more cards in their card pool, this gets +3 speed. Alright, not too bad, but very situational. We got Sensei. 2 diff, 3 mid block, Earth, Fire. Response: Commit. After you play a symbol-specific ability, discard 1 card from your card pool. That's actually crazy good. And, yeah, would love to have that card now. Way of the Fists. 2 diff, no block. Unique on Earth, Fire, Water. First form. Add this card to your momentum. Not bad, just free momentum. Now we're into the rares. Got Petrifying Gaze, 4 diff, no block, 0 low for 1 with stun 3. Alright, interesting card. Just basically there for the stun and that's it. Slaughterhouse, 5 diff, 3 mid block, 6 mid for 4 with breaker 1 and safe. Your high or low attacks get +2 damage for the rest of the turn. Very, very cool card. Can really set up some nasty stuff with that. Soul Trap. 4 diff, 1 high block, 4 mid for 4. Charge, stun 1. Response from hand. Add this card to your card pool. If your opponent plays an attack during your turn, discard it and play this attack. No check necessary. The ultimate trap card against reversals. This is awesome. Love it. Spellbreaker, 4 diff, 3 mid, 4 high for 4. Breaker 2. Response, destroy 1 foundation. If your opponent plays an enhance or responsibility during this attack, if you have 10 or fewer foundations, just cancel it. That's super good. Just cancel on the foundation destroy, and it's not repeatable. A Day at the Beach, 3 diff, no block, unique. Response, your turn, commit. After your opponent or if your attack is blocked, choose one of your opponent's foundations. It does not ready during their next ready step. That's not too bad as a commit. A Lesson in Magic, 2 diff, 3 high. Response, flip. After a player makes a check, they recheck. Very cool. Love that card. Beyond the Gate, 4 diff foundation with a +3 mid block. It's unique. Your turn. Commit. Commit one of your opponent's foundations with no enhance abilities on it. If they have more than 1 copy of that card, remove it from the game. Very cool, but it's interestingly situational. Somebody there for responses and other weird blank ones. I'm very curious how that works against blank face downs. If it can just remove face downs, that's pretty cool in itself. Call the Dragon Queen, 2 diff, 3 mid. After you play this card, remove 1 card from your opponent's discard pile from the game. Not bad. Commit. If the zone of your charge or slam attack is mid, draw 1 card. Not too bad, other than not very useful to this deck, obviously. Developmental Years, 1 diff, 3 mid. After you check this card, you may ready 1 foundation that has not been ready this combat phase. Interesting. Nothing on its own, but just as a spam foundation, you want to check it. Hand Puppets, 2 diff, 2 high block. Commit, your attack with a printed damage of 2 gets +3 damage. And commit, your attack with a printed damage of 3 gets +2 damage. So very low attacks get bigger. Kind of mid. Heart of Flame, 2 diff, 3 mid. Commit. If your attack is damage is less than its printed, it gets +4 damage. Very cool. All right, and then moving on, we've got High Seas Adventure. It's 3 diff, no block, 4 control. Response, remove. After attack is played, it gets flash. Very cool card. Absolutely love it. Would play. Impressionable, 2 diff, no block, unique, 4 check. Commit, your opponent's next attack this turn loses all keywords and gains 2 damage. Interesting. Psychedelic Dream World. That is a 5 diff, 3 control, no block foundation with first form remove. Both players search their deck for 1 card, add it to their hand, then discard 1 random card. All right, so we got some high stakes gaming here. I love that. Rook takes pawn. 2-diff, no block, 4 control. It's another unique. E, your turn. Commit. Destroy one of your opponent's face-down foundations. That's super good. And E, your turn. Commit. Destroy one of your opponent's unique foundations. Only playable if you have fewer foundations than your opponent. All right, that's an awesome card. Happily play that. Seasoned Guide. 2-diff, no block. This card does not count towards progressive difficulty. And response in card pool after an attack is played. Reveal the top card of your deck. Neat. You can check out you can scout your deck ahead of time and eventually get a foundation. Interesting. Spellbound. 2-diff, 3 mid. After this card is removed from your staging area due to your opponent's effect. The top card of your deck to your staging area face down. And E, your ally or safe attack gets +1 damage. Not too bad. And finally, the Wrong Hands. It's a 2-diff, 3 mid. First form, remove. Both players discard their hands and draw back up to their printed hand size. Interesting. I don't know necessarily why you'd want to give your opponent a full hand to start your turn, but unless you know they have very exciting cards, or you really, really bricked and just think you can kill them. Interesting card. All right, all in all, I'm really excited for Hikaru and Cadenza. I think both of them have a ton of potential, and some of these cards are very interesting. Can't wait to try them out someday. Looking forward to playing around with some retro in the future. Thank you. Have a great day.